Hi and welcome to Fans Talk Football. And Nick, we're finally back.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time.
It has. It's always been Zoom and Zoom and Zoom.
Yeah.
Finally, we have an opportunity to record a live video right now. But of course, we're here today because we're going to review the big match of the weekend, Arsenal versus Liverpool. And you see my friend here, he's already talking shit about Arsenal already. Arsenal's got a pretty crappy record actually, Nick, against Liverpool.
Yeah, actually, this is true. This past maybe five to 6 years, I think Liverpool has been
They've got Arsenal's number.
Yeah, they've got Arsenal's number. But the thing is, don't forget the previous 10 years, I've always been very scared to go to Highbury, because how Henry used to destroy us.
It's true.
Yeah.
But also, an interesting stat, right? I don't think Liverpool has won over at the Emirates in like maybe about 5 years, since 2015, 2016.
That's true.
They haven't won
That's
at
true.
the Emirates. Neither have they really lost. They lost last season, but other results has been draw. Like the most recent one, that 3-3. Do you remember that game? Oh my God, that was a crazy game.
That was a crazy game.
Nick, how coming into this match?
Yeah.
How do you think Liverpool will fare?
I'm actually a little bit more positive. I mean, it cannot get any worse than it did earlier in the season. But if you look closely over the international break, the Liverpool players actually played pretty well for their respective countries.
Yeah.
I think Salah, Mane both scored. I think even Curtis Jones scored. I think the players are coming to form. Jota scored 4 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, he did.
So he's like the wild card that we haven't had in a while. So especially with Fabinho back in midfield, I think like if everybody's too preoccupied with Mane and Salah, Jota might come in for like a last minute, for a finisher.
And even Ozan Kabak played really
Ozan
well.
Kabak played pretty well. He's finding his feet. Ben Davies hasn't started yet, but I think the best partnership at the back now is Phillips and Kabak. I think the most solid one, the most experienced right now, I think is these two.
I think Liverpool's problem this season has been pretty much, Klopp's tinkering with the midfield. Because of the defensive injuries. He's been putting his best midfielders into central defense.
Yeah, but hey, no choice, because like two of his first choice centre backs went down in the space of like I think 3 weeks. 2-3 weeks. Joe Gomez went down about 2 weeks after Van Dijk went down. So I think he really had no choice. He was, and that was so early in the season. That was October. So he really had no choice but to make do and everything. But the results show, man. We are like, I think it was 10 points off third, I think, right now. So we are nowhere close to the top. I think we're even behind Spurs. So.
But are you glad that you're not playing at home? Wait, you're doing crazy, right? Especially in London.
We seem to be doing all right in London. We beat West Ham.
West Ham.
Beat Spurs.
Palace 7-0. You beat West Ham 3-0, right? And then you walloped Palace 7. You beat Chelsea.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
So I guess that kind of worries me, the fact that we're playing at the Emirates. But I don't know, I've got a little bit of confidence. And we're going to go through match predictions later on in the video. What are your best memories of this particular fixture at the home ground of Arsenal? Any particular good memories?
Not many, man. The only thing that I sort of remember like vaguely back in, I think it was 2003, I think was when we were down 1-0 and then Reece played like Steven Gerrard played a ball with the outside of his foot and then Reece went on to it and he equalized for us. But I think that's like the best thing that happened to us in Highbury. But I mean, the Arsenal-Liverpool fixtures, of course, there's a lot lah. There's the 2-1 win at the FA Cup final, Michael Owen final. There's all.
Shit. And the fact is, Arsenal took the lead. Man.
We weren't in that game. We were not in the discussion. We were outclassed. We just long ball. Michael Owen did his thing. And that was it.
Man, and that was the season Liverpool won the treble as well. The domestic treble.
United fans will say fake treble, but it's a treble.
It's a good treble.
Treble's a treble.
Got an European trophy.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, who do you think will play for Liverpool this weekend?
I think the lineup would be Alisson at the back, obviously, because he is our number one. And then, like I said, Kabak and Phillips in the middle. The usual, Robertson and Trent. And I think, if I may, I think the midfield should be Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Thiago. Because I think Thiago's finding his feet though. I think the way he's been playing, he's like dictating the play. He's playing a lot better than he was earlier on. Because last time he didn't have Fabinho next to him, so he had to do the defensive midfield responsibilities as well. So now at least he's got a bit more freedom. And of course the front three, I want Fabinho dropped, so I want Jota flanked by Salah and Mane.
Yeah.
The,
Okay.
the usual gang.
Jota flanked by Salah and Mane.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah.
you're going not playing Firmino.
No.
Firmino's got like interesting.
Yes.
11 games. He's got like 9 goals and assists against Arsenal.
He's got the.
What is that?
Yeah.
I don't like that guy.
I don't know. I don't know how.
like this
I
guy.
don't know how he does it.
We don't like this guy.
You remember the goal where he scored? He sashayed, then he left-footed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just the 3-3. Do you remember that?
No, yeah, I
the
remember that
3-3?
one as well.
The one Coutinho scored that header.
Yeah.
Coutinho.
Continue.
Yeah, so you're not gonna go with Firmino?
No. I think this one requires a little bit more pace because I think Arsenal's defense, they are solid, but they probably will struggle against a little bit of pace, I think.
I think Arsenal would probably go for Leno in goal.
Yeah.
Kieran Tierney on the right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Cedric on. Sorry, Kieran Tierney on the left and Cedric.
Oh,
will
you're
be
gonna
on
drop
the right.
Bellerin?
Yeah,
Mr. Faltro.
I feel Mr.
Yeah,
Faltro.
Mr.
He's got
Faltro.
like what was his stat? 5 foul throws or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh my
this season
god.
alone.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Cedric is a more wise option.
Yeah, it's a
He provide
dependable guy.
more.
Yeah.
And his crosses going forward, I think he offers more than Bellerin.
Yeah.
Bellerin used to have pace. Now he's just a little bit slow. After the injury, he's never been the same.
Yeah.
And see, this is where it's difficult for me to choose between the centre backs because all centre backs they've got their form and whatnot. So I think definitely David Luiz.
Whoa, definitely David Luiz.
You know why?
Yeah, okay.
Because Trent, right?
Yeah.
He's got troubles handling balls going
over him. Yeah,
right?
he gets caught out all the time.
Especially from deep within the opposition's. The opposition's half.
Yeah.
So I think that's why David Luiz will come in and put in that long ball, which is why later my wingers would have to be very pacey.
Correct.
Just to put Trent on the back foot.
And you know why? Trent has actually always struggled with that. But the thing is, compared to last season, he had Van Dijk covering him in those spots, where he got into trouble.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that this year.
He doesn't have that this year. So that's why I think David Luiz with his range, his
he does have
passing
range. He does have range.
And I guess I have to go with
Gabriel.
It's between Gabriel and Pablo Mari.
Oh, Pablo Mari, he's playing well.
I kind of like this Pablo Mari guy,
Yeah. A bit of a hothead as well. A little bit of a hothead.
I'm going to go with Pablo Mari.
Okay.
And then in midfield, I'm going 4-2-3-1. So definitely it'll be Partey and Xhaka.
That's a good.
I do like Ceballos. But I think Xhaka just would cover Tierney when Tierney pushes forward just to put in those crosses in, right? I think Xhaka would be able to cover Tierney. In the middle will be Odegaard.
Dude, he's good, eh? He's a former Liverpool, he's a future Liverpool player, bro.
No. Keep your hands away from him.
We got LeBron James investing in Liverpool, bro. We got the money. Yo, you guys got cash strapped because of your stadium, bro. We buy Odegaard.
Number 1 highest turnover company in the world.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no, the Conquest.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we've got Walmart, we've got Walmart money. I mean, basically that's his wife, but the number 1 highest turnover company in the world. But
hence you got a Walmart team, bro.
But no, keep your hands away from Odegaard. What's this? Suddenly I hear gossip about Liverpool being interested, Liverpool, Chelsea in the race to sign Odegaard.
Actually, I wouldn't mind Sergio Aguero on a free as well. I'll take that any day.
Wages is high though.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with Odegaard in the middle. If Saka is available,
I heard he's 50-50.
Yeah, he's 50-50. He'll play on the right.
He's a good player.
Pepe on the left.
Pepe doesn't start for Arteta though, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's the thing, I think against Liverpool he might be able to, because they've got fullbacks that try and bomb forward.
Yeah.
And we need pacey wingers to keep them at the back, keep the pressure up.
True.
So to me, it'll be Saka, Pepe, and Alba, it's going to be Lacazette. He's been playing well.
Yeah, true.
He's been firing, so it'll be Lacazette. Anyway, Liverpool, interestingly, Trent, right? There was a debate, about Trent, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Reece James.
Oh yeah.
Who the best right back for England is? Do you think Trent is the best out of them?
Well, he got dropped recently.
He did. For Reece James.
For Reece James, he's been playing well. I mean, I think England are quite blessed right now to have so much talent. Even their midfield as well, but we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, right back, I think based on the form, you got to be fair. I think it's got to be Reece James or Wan-Bissaka right now.
Traditionally, you want your wing backs to defend.
Now, I guess it depends on the team that Southgate puts out as well. If the right winger is like Jadon Sancho, who does track back. So I think then maybe you can play Trent as well. But if it's someone a little bit more reckless, then I guess you have to play Wan-Bissaka to cover your bases.
Yeah.
But one thing I got to say though, interestingly enough, I think ever since Arteta took over, the Liverpool and Arsenal matchups have been a lot more controlled. There hasn't been like crazy scorelines. You remember last time against under Emery and all that?
It's crazy scorelines for
yeah. We used to blitz them like Sturridge would do that.
5-0.
None of that happens anymore. I want it to happen, but it never happens. But so I think Arteta is a lot more. He controls the tempo a lot better.
He's lost to Liverpool how many times? Once, is it? Because he beat Liverpool at the Emirates.
And also don't forget the Charity Shield.
And the 0-0.
Yeah.
I mean, at the Carling Cup. I mean, sorry, not Carling Cup, League Cup. At the League Cup. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? Actually, there's actually room for optimism for Arsenal fans. Looking back at the stats, Arteta hasn't been doing that bad against Liverpool. Yeah,
I have to agree.
Just lost 3-1
I have to agree.
at Anfield.
Yeah.
Any team would lose against Liverpool at Anfield at that time.
Burnley,
Fulham, City. Welcome to the club.
But we're going to finish strong this year. We're going to finish strong. The last 9 games, let's finish strong.
Okay, honestly, I don't think you care where you finish in the league as long as you win the Champions League.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Win Champions League, get 7th place. Yeah, it's okay. I get to go.
You still get to go to Champions League.
Yeah.
I would want that. I would want.
I think the only salvage right now for Liverpool is the Champions League win. Honestly, not because the season was such a disaster from the start. I think. And plus, don't forget, we didn't get to celebrate the title last year. There's no open bus parade. There's no fans connection with the club. So at least the Champions League trophy we can make a double day. A double celebration.
Were robbed of that.
Yeah, it was pretty mean.
Robbed of a celebration.
I cry every day.
But we've gone to the part of the show where you have to give me a match predictions, Nick.
Match predictions, I think.
And give me a very realistic one.
Realistic one.
Like a bias.
Okay, fine. I honestly feel, and I agree with you, I think Arteta does have Liverpool's number these days. But I feel Liverpool's goal scorers have started to hit their stride, so maybe I think Liverpool can score tomorrow. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Arsenal, I think. But I think we will put on a show.
Whoa! Yeah. I did not expect that prediction from you. Obviously, I was never going to go for a Liverpool win. But now you make me got to go humble.
No, you have to go. Just go for it, man. But I honestly think
2-1.
Because my expectations have been very poor this year.
Really?
So I think a 2-1 win to Arsenal. Best case scenario 2-2. I feel. I don't think.
Really?
I don't see us winning.
See you guys winning.
I don't see us winning.
If Arsenal win, they're just 1 point behind Liverpool. That's the thing,
Dude, my expectations this season have gone from this to this to this to just let me see. Let's let the season end, please. So right now 2-2 boleh lah. I ambil lah.
Wow. Well, that's surprising.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think? Honestly, you can be honest, and I don't mind.
I was always going to go for a 2-1, something like last season. I always thought that something like last season would repeat when Liverpool just attacked, and Arsenal just sat deep for a while.
Yeah.
And then there's just a spell, like a 10-minute spell where Liverpool will be reckless and careless, and then, Arsenal pounce on that mistake, just like what happened last season.
Yeah.
But that all comes down to which Arsenal team comes, like that at the moment Arsenal season's looking like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That last game that we played against West Ham, right? That summed it all up pretty much. 3-0 down within like the first 20 minutes or so.
It was a good game though. I watched it. It was a good game.
Right? It was a good game,
Odegaard was boss though.
And then the beautiful and the ugly. You're like, wow, what was that?
Would you say Arteta has instilled a little bit of mental strength to this Arsenal team though? There are bad moments, but there are also where they can fight for themselves. They can fight back.
They do look like they previously in other seasons, when they go 3-0 down, they just have their heads down.
And I've seen that many times with Arsenal teams. Even Wenger's time as well, there were moments like that.
And so it's good to see a fight back coming from us. We've also led 3-0, 4-0, and teams somehow managed to come back. So it's good to see that we're on the other end of that this time around. So And even though Arteta's, the table doesn't lie.
Yeah.
The table doesn't lie where the team is. It's accurately reflected Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
When Arsenal are so good, they can be really good, and they can beat teams like Manchester United.
I agree. I've seen it.
And they can beat Spurs. When they're good, they can be really good. And then but when they're bad, it's just so frustrating because they're not so far off. When they're bad, right? They're not so far off from being okay. And that's the problem. Why don't they just close down that gap from bad to being okay? And then from then on, just be consistently okay. And when you get the good, you match the good with the okay and not the bad. And I think we'll pretty much be higher up the table if we can do that. I think, maybe...
But I guess you expect these inconsistencies, especially with so many young players like Smith Rowe, there's Odegaard, there's Saka.
You can see Arteta getting rid of some of the...
the older
he got rid of a lot of players during January, which is refreshing. Because I think there was one regiment of players that was, pretty... I think... provided a toxic environment for the current crowd of players, and now they're a little freer, they're a little less dramatic. They can focus on football. And that's what we want as fans. We just want the players to give the best that they can on the field, right? So without that distraction, I think Arsenal can play pretty good. Which I think we're going to see a more consistent Arsenal next season. Which, when I say more consistent, I'm not saying that they'll challenge for the trophy, but I think at this stage, next season, I think they'll be lingering in that 3rd, 4th, 5th region as opposed to 8, 9, 10. Right? So I think next season looks like we're going to close the gap down. It looks. Only reason I say that is because you can see the signs. You can really see the signs. It's like Liverpool. You saw the signs, right? When Klopp came in, you saw the signs.
Right. Do you see these signs though? Honestly, I asked you this a few months ago. You said no. Whereas now,
at that time, because we were like losing. We were winless.
There was a stretch.
November and December. Right. We were winless. Then there was like nothing. Best. But now, after maybe Arteta needed that. What. Ferguson didn't do well.
He did
his first 2 seasons.
He was poor,
right? And they will talk about him being sacked. Look what not sacking him did for Man United. And
should have kept Moyes on. Moyes all very happy.
No, they got Ole at the wheel. I think they're pretty happy.
We're happy with that as well.
So I hope if Arteta can emulate what Liverpool has done. All Arsenal fans will be happy.
Would you say like Arsenal right now, they're a prisoner of the standards set by Arsene Wenger during the glory years right now? Do you think they're still struggling to emulate the standards that were set so high back in the day? And don't forget, Arsene Wenger actually operated on a very tight budget back then as well. But he got players like Rosicki, Alexander Flapp, Ljungberg. It's all pretty cheap players, But then he got so much out of them, like how Jurgen Klopp does. He gets so much out of very average players, So would you say that Arsene Wenger actually performed miracles with what he had at the time, and then right now Arsenal are a prisoner of that standards?
I think fans of big football teams are very, very spoiled. They always want results immediately. And I think it's also because partly it's the banter when you're around other fans. You just don't want to be too embarrassed.
No, but can I be honest though? I don't mind Arsenal winning the league. I've always said if Arsenal win the league, I'm okay with that. Spurs. I'm okay with that. Okay, fine. But Arsenal is fine. But if United wins, I get very upset because of the banter you get. The bashing and.
So to answer your question, I think fans of big clubs are really, really spoiled. And the thing is, Arsenal fans were so used to Champions League football in Wenger days, right? The moment, and that was the minimum, That was always the minimum, because when we achieved the minimum, we were made fun of, We really made fun of. But that was the minimum, and I remember there were a few seasons where I celebrated the last game of the season because we managed to get that. 4th place. And when throughout the last few years of Wenger's reign, Arsenal was, nowhere in the top 4. They were dangling in 5th and then 6th, and then, it was just pretty bad. And initially, I was thinking like I was pretty spoiled. I was having that expectation. I was just a prisoner, like you said, of Wenger's success. But later it became a norm, and then you just wanted Arsenal to play well. It didn't even matter the result. You just wanted them to play well.
It's part of being a football fan. There are highs and lows. You know, you just always. That's why the highs mean so much, because you've experienced the lows.
Yeah.
So when you get the highs, like, you know, oh man, I waited so long for this. You know, it means a lot to me. You know, that's how it felt last year when Liverpool won the title. You know, it was like, you know, I mean, I was kind of pussy. I was crying under the sheets. You know, I was like, oh my god, I waited so long. I never thought I would see this in my life. You know, I thought when Gerrard slipped, that was it. I thought last season with our 97-point season, we didn't win it. I thought, you know, it's just never going to happen. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, well, it must suck for you, right? This season, going from champions to, I don't know. What's going on right now?
I'm a Liverpool fan, but I've seen all the.
You've seen
I've seen it all. But yeah, it has been a little bit humbling because, you know, there were times last season when, you know, when let's say, for example, the opponent scored first or the opponent equalized, I'm just calmly waiting for our winner, man, because we know what's coming. Liverpool's mentality last year was like, until the 90th minute or 91st minute or whatever, we were never gonna be beaten, you know.
It certainly looked that way. But this season
is nowhere to be seen. That fighting spirit is gone. I think it's just fatigue. And I think this Euros is coming the worst time, you know. And plus, next World Cup next year as well. I honestly hope Van Dijk misses the Euros.
Well, the World Cup's going to be played in winter though, like in December or November in Qatar, right?
Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help the weather and everything.
But Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp. See a lot of fans. Well, not too many, but there's a few of them who said Jurgen's lost it.
Yeah, those fans.
Because they're saying, why are you tinkering with that midfield? Like, you know that was the championship-winning midfield. Yet you put them at centre back, you know, and you leave a big gap there.
Yeah, it was a massive gap. Yeah.
That's the reasoning behind them saying Jurgen's lost it.
I mean,
is it overconfident?
It didn't look good. But I wouldn't say Jurgen's lost it. I mean, come on, he did so many good things with so limited resources. You know, there are a lot of things. I mean, Liverpool has never been known to have, you know, the money of Man City, of Chelsea, of United. You know, he came in, he had players like, you know, the most average Joes. He had Lucas, I think he had Henderson.
He made a big sacrifice. He sold off Coutinho.
Yeah, correct. You know, and
he needed the money.
He just tinkered. He had Emery Chan, who's pretty average as well. You know, so then now he made his own and he started improving players. No, we gotta have faith, man. He bought Sadio Mane. People wanted Götze. You know, he brought in Firmino. We didn't know who Firmino was. You know, he brought in all these players. You gotta trust the guy. You gotta be a true fan and just trust the guy that he'll get it right. Because let's be honest, if Jurgen Klopp leaves right now, we'll all be crying. If he joins United tomorrow, we'll all be crying again. You know, because he's the best coach we've ever had. So no, I just gotta have faith that he'll get it right.
Okay. Thanks so much, Nick.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
I still haven't predicted. Now I'm gonna go with my match prediction: 2-0 to Arsenal.
Not even a goal.
You know why?
Because
you took 2-1. You surprised me with the 2-1.
I just cannot say it, we win, bro. Because like, I just cannot. I just don't see it happening.
I mean, initially 2-1 was my prediction, but when you put me aside like that, like, oh man, I don't know.
Bro, if this was last year, I'm telling you now, we will win like 3-0 or 4-0. Yeah, I'm telling you straight up, we're gonna win. Yeah.
4 or 5.
Or if this was like maybe like October or September last year, I'll probably still say 3-0, 4-0. Yeah. But now it's just like, you know, we lost to Burnley at home, bro. I saw Chris Wood running and I'm like, this guy's gonna score, man. Oh my god, he scored, you know, bro.
Do you remember we did a video where I was upset that Arsenal lost to Burnley at home as well?
He scored, man. Oh god, Fulham and
Fulham. Do you think VAR is going to play a role? I think they will.
Possible.
I think VAR will going to. I think Liverpool's going to get a goal, and VAR this time is going to cancel out some of Liverpool's goals.
Yeah, why not?
I foresee that. That's why it's 2-0.
Yeah, do it to me. Yeah, do it. Some more. Give me more. I like to take it.
But you guys got Liverpool in the Champions League.
Yeah. Good game against Real Madrid coming up. Sergio Ramos is injured.
Hey, sorry, Liverpool's got Real Madrid. What am I saying?
Yeah. It's a good game. Hopefully we get them back for what they did to us in Kiev.
Yeah.
That was such a painful
Just
night.
saw a replay. Carry us.
Yeah, it's painful. That's one of the worst
first
nights.
goal.
I took leave that night. But I'm optimistic because I think Liverpool and Europe, they're a different animal.
Yeah.
Different animal.
And
You gotta admit.
it's a shadow of
I mean, if there was ever a doubt, we quell that those doubters against Barcelona.
Yeah.
We were down 3-0, no hope, no Salah.
Yeah.
We won 4-3. Can
Yeah.
you imagine? So
Not only that, you beat a semi-finalist from last season.
Yeah.
RB Leipzig, right?
Yeah, yeah.
2-0.
Pretty easy, pretty straightforward win
4-0
again.
yeah.
Yeah. So even without Van Dijk.
So
yeah.
I see Liverpool going to at least the semis, at least.
Same, because I don't think this Real Madrid is as good as the previous Real Madrid. Yeah, they're not as
Much
good.
a shadow.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll win number 7, and then I can get the jersey for next year when Sergio Aguero comes or Odegaard comes. Or, I'll take Odegaard, man. I've always liked the guy.
Stay away. How many of you guys want to see Odegaard?
Because we need
away from Liverpool?
we need a creative midfielder, bro. And you know, if we got the money to spend, man.
Alright guys, thanks so much for joining us for our match preview for the Arsenal versus Liverpool. Stay tuned for our next video where we should be coming with the aftermath of this fixture, and hopefully it goes in my favour.
Hopefully I'm wrong.
Oh man, because if I have to go through
Don't worry, I'll call you, mate. I'll call you, and I say, hey, man. But if you win, I'm just gonna throw out my phone. There'll be no reaction.
Oh man. So somehow neither of us are extremely too confident. I'm only saying 2-0 because I don't want to jinx.
We've been bashed down by the football gods too many times in life.
This would be a top of the table clash, but somehow it's what, 7th?
7th, yeah, 7th
Seven
against
versus 10th or 9th
yeah.
or something like this, or what the hell?
Behind Spurs, West Ham. God.
Who would have thought? This is actually a top of the table clash, and somehow. Oh yeah, but that's it, guys. Thanks for joining our show. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.